with absolutely no confidence. I want to make that clear to people. If there is a set mid, I'm excited to see what he does, but it will be set into the top lane. Looks
I don't
like
know if they go for the full dive. Looks like they're going to do it.
You said 3 TPs. It looks like they plan to use them. Prepping the barrel. Who's going to auto it? The pullback is there on the face breaker. Set. Tank, and he goes golden. He's going to clean it. Cadril. Waiting over the darkness. Mickey now in trouble. The kick goes in, and that's going to be an easy pickup from the side of Misfits. Finally some sign. You know, maybe not the Drake they want to see ever, but happy to have it. A little bit from the Herald. Looks like they're going to be able to break this one pretty instantly, and that's all getting put into the back. There's no more plates.
I do want to point out that Torre on the top side of the map. Yeah, so if anyone step forward, like V-Boy step
for this Ocean.
And Mickey is all utility right now. He maxed W. His second levels are going into his back.
I think he was hoping to take someone with him, because let me tell you, when the Tomcat appears, you're like, oh, all right, they're going to defend the tower. And then when it's just the Tomcat, seems like both teams are just like, oh, you have more members, we respect that, we will walk away.
Well, you might get a fight.
A little on the nose, but we'll take it.
Have you practiced your WWE calls?
No. So Medic started doing that, and I was like, we can't. Our team now coming in. Mickey walking forward. Spooky Ghost are there. That's a slow Dan. And now Torre's in the middle of the team. That's a beautiful ultimate, but the Tomcat is there to stop. The Tomcat is there to deny. Feathervin is waiting over the wall. Patrick sees him coming, though. He's going to flash backwards. They're going to take it. Patrick manages to get the Drake. He has the Black Shield on as well, but keep your eyes on B-Boy, because here comes the onslaught. Patrick next on the list, but Dan coming in. That's a clutch barrel. That's a triple kill, and now...
Dan. He does have teleport. He could look for a flank. There he goes.
Oh, and that's actually really good from Excel. Teleport is now committed here. I don't know if they're going to be able to find the fall fight. They have to commit. They've used a major cooldown if they want to win the falling fight. Torre's going to go over the wall. He's going to find the knock-up to Dan. Patrick trying to buy as much time, but he doesn't have flash because of the last fight. But that was a horrible kick, knocking him right back to safety. Patrick's still dealing so much damage, still finding 2 kills in this fight. Expect still alive, and oh, here we go, right in the pit. You do not want to fight this set. Feathervin stepping forward. Haymaker going a little wide, trying too hard to be flashy with the predict. Finding will not connect. Set still alive for now. Expect trying to buy time. If Feathervin finishes him off, anything you can do, I can do better. But Cadril with the dunk down flag. Now flashes are coming back up for the side of Excel. In the next fight, they're going to be hugely favored to come out on top. But for now, they do have to play back. They do have to play a little bit safe and wait on those cooldowns. But Misfits are clearly in the lead.
And I think a lot of
respect Dan, though, those barrels are going to be huge. Can probably outdamage this fight at this point in the game.
Okay, here comes Lee Sen.
Good bit of poke. Turret down on the top side. They're buying time. Are they going to back off? Are they going to stop DPSing it? No, they're full committing here. Redemption has been used. Torre trying to buy a bit more time. Stop, though. That's the Baron for Excel. Going down for Misfits. If what you say is true, this is going to be one horrible fumble in the top side, and then immediately around the Baron, Excel are back on top.
In front of you, like they excel in those team fights. They have so much mobility. They have so many damage threats.
Oh, Bella goes salty. He's going to lock every single member down, and now they're just going to shred through. Dan on a rampage. Feathervin looking to lock up Cadril. Patrick trying to dissuade any further engage, but my God, set. You don't 1v1 a pirate. Definitely not outside of a pit. That's rule number 1. He now going in. Just going to walk him down. Denick trying to give him the tongue. Patrick running for his life. The third auto won't come in. Cadril wants to turn this entire game around because Patrick is still alive. Hope is still alive for the side of Excel. Mickey and Patrick. Feathervin wants to step forward. He knows one combo will kill Patrick. Binding will not connect. That's a fake LeBlanc, but Patrick still untouched. 2v3. LeBlanc now the support to try to turn this one back. And Dan.
Ooh, that was good.
I like that. Just going for the barrels. Ulti is now going to be committed. Big Inferno Ball, half-healthing multiple members. V-Boy still alive and well. Feathervin still pushing on the bottom side. Expect and the rest of Excel need to get back to their base if they want to defend this one. Well played by the side of Misfits, baiting them in just enough. And Excel honestly overcommitting on this play as Feathervin gets an uncontested inhibitor tower.
And it's just really difficult to fights.
Yeah.
Outside of the Baron flash.
Yeah, outside of the... Well, we'll just forget about that one.
Down, but here comes the Abyssal Voyage.
All right, either Set's going to die or he's going to get his opportunity for a highlight play. The pullback, the phrase breaker, looking for a little bit more. Here comes the Haymaker. The Lee Sin goes into the mid to it, but Expect is running for the hills, trying to buy a bit more time. Dan on the way in. 5 members already committed. The rest of it in.
Critical ult.
They're stepping forward, though. They're just going to tank the tower for this one. Maybe they can take down the GP. Cadril's been kicked back into the pit. He doesn't have enough time. He's just trying to slow them down. There's no way Torre can steal this one. But Dan has backed off. 1,600 health. Rakan not going to find it. Redemption for Razor because he secures that Baron. Now Misfits barreling down the top side of the map. Could be in trouble, but Dan's here. CC will connect. Tori's going to be in trouble. Might just be a highway for Lisa to get into this back line. Denik, who's overextended. B-Boy, big ulti, a lot of damage coming down, but the GP ult does not hit the back line. Patrick, half his health instantly gone. The Black Shield buys him a bit more time. Expect in the middle of everyone. He's going to try to suplex down. The RKO, not enough to take him to safety, but Tori and Patrick cannot get it done. Misfits, another shutdown, another clean fight for Febby and B-Boy. Misfits are shredding through XL, and you're absolutely right, Frostgurn. They have nothing left for Excel. 7 kills to 17. Misfits are going for the base.
And yeah, I think that they are actually going to walk away with this one. You can see it on the death timers. You can feel it in the players from the other side. Dan immediately pulled the trigger on the teleport. And Misfits, after what an early game was completely dominated by Excel, were able to stall, wait it out, get to kind of their item breakpoints, and then just take fight after fight.
And they were worried about Febabin. They picked the Morgana to shut it down, but they should have been worried about Dan, because that was a clean gangplank performance and an easy win pickup for the side of Misfits.
A lot of focus on the middle lane.
And I gotta say, I would have preferred the Mordekaiser. Really love Mordekaiser ulting a Braum. There's almost no greater feeling in the world. It's a surefire sign that there is a gank on the way. They're trying to commit to the play. Shadow just threw that cocoon out, trying to predict Abidage's way out, but now Humanoid just leaps face first into death. Is invisible in the grass. Checks over to level 5! He's walking away. He burned the Ignite. What Morato's gonna do, but can Shadow turn this one back? He's going to grab it. He's got red buff as well. Can he get the fight with Gilius? Turning it. Barrel's taking. He's going to walk away. Being the first to make it to mid lane initially. Vision will spot him out. Humanoid can run to safety, pushes a little long back, wants to finish off the kill, but he only gets the clone. Abadage is playing with his food, and Humanoid has overstayed his welcome in that mid. Not confident enough to step forward. Gilius wanted to get the back off, did not want to look for the fight as he just now finishes the Runic Echoes, and that does mean
their support first, and the fact that the Herald is still warded. But here's the block.
Shadow trying to turn this one, the knockup. Can they get it onto Abadage? He's going to flash out to safety. The charm now going through. Humanoid goes over. Abadage is going to go down, and now Gilius is in no man's land. The stun.
Just because I think Vision Denial is so strong, but I'll hold it.
Yeah. Otawamne going for the dive. Arome smartly trying to focus on the wave, but his health bar might be the bigger concern here. Tries to buy a bit more time. They're tanky, but he has it burned. They had to wait for that last auto. Controlled in the early game. The mid game was really where it got a bit wild. Farmville was a thing.
I mean, why not? The big winner here is Otawamne, who's just getting to free smack onto this tower, as Rumble was actually moving down mid lane in case his team needed him to participate.
Feel free to tweet LS, as many of you will. And that's going to be instantly Gilius one-shot. Wow!
Something like a Dust Blade, which would have a bit more punch to it.
Ooh, Abadage might have bit off a bit more than he could chew. He's now running for his life. The Ignite's going down. Humanoid could dash to a minion here in a second. Forgiven trying to save the day.
For those plays, as Gilius is looking for revenge.
Humanoid can go invisible in the creep wave, can dash through.
There's no ultimate.
The body slam, how much more time? The knockback, definitely not what Gilius wanted. Taking him out to safety, Abidage's left him. Humanoid, is he gonna get the reset? Is this his highlight moment? The Q through, Gilius! The 1-for-1 in the end, that has to feel bad. Humanoid. Well, and the good news for Matt is, like, I don't really feel like they're under a huge amount of pressure to do anything. Otawamne gonna try to commit to the play here, but Shadow's on the way. And Shadow shadowing Humanoid has been very good, but Humanoid now over-committing. That's not what you want to see. Well, the make-or-break play may have just happened right before our eyes as Shadow has to run for his life. Dunked down by Otawamne. Topside tower will fall.
They've been very well to kind of put their feet back into this position here.
Oh, but here we go. Kaiser trying to run in, but the snare does manage to connect, and he just brings it right into the backside of his team. Big Ol comes in from Abadage, still alive and well. They're trying to buy time, but there's the knock. They found Forgiven on the backside, and that might just be enough. Carzzy flashing through the team to get the job done. They are going to take him down to the end, but that's the shutdown. Shadow now pushing forward. Arome still alive, but Chalkar tearing through them. Oh, man. Otawamne is destroying them in this fight. Abadage just chasing them down. The Infernal will fall in favor of Schalke.
And I feel like a big issue is where the Supreme display...
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I thought he was just mowing the lawn with it.
As you mentioned, Abadage walking in the darkness, wants to delete Shadow. They've spotted him out. There's no way he gets out of this one. Instantly dies. Mid lane, they can get flanked here, but Schalke have to be very careful. Standing next to the wall can be a death sentence. Abadage is trying to chip away. Dreams flashing forward. They have to walk through the Rumble ult to find it, but they might not even need to. Braum baiting out the MFL. Now they feel like it's time to re-engage. Gilius on a killing back Kiana ult.
That's the win condition for Mad Lions here.
Oh, they've been caught in the pinch, so Abadage is coming over the wall. Where's Humanoid going to go now? Big Ult comes in for Forgiven. Shadow taking the in, but now they're fighting in the pinch. Humanoid has to be careful here. He's going to go and he's going to get the ult. That's going to be the bullet time. It might just be enough, but the knockback is there. Humanoid flashed out to safety. Abadage now on the hunt. He's locked him up. Humanoid going to go over the wall. Forgiven trying to chase him. Abadage goes in, and Humanoid goes down.
Schalke's composition is This LeBlanc is in absolute terror in tandem with this Aatrox.
Enough. Shrelia's used. Odoamne now has to run. Ulti being used by Kaiser. Mad just barreling down the mid lane. Wow. And I have to say, Schalke trading ult for ult is a purely good deal for Schalke. Mad absolutely need their ultimates to win a fight. Shadow is dead. Wow. LeBlanc damage been started. I think a bit over-eager from the side of Schalke because the 4 members that make the Wombo combo are still here, but it's Odoamne on the flank. The knockup, the disengage is there. Humanoid going to stun multiple members. Gragas incredibly low now. Odoamne has overstayed and overcommitted in the front line. Carzzy, here comes the bullet time. Can he get it? No, but Gilius with a massive cast. Rumpel tries to rain down fire from the sky, but it might not be enough, or is it? Mad Lions turning the fight right back. A heroic performance. Kaiser and Carzzy, the damage as well. Didn't appreciate it, but over the course of the fight, just getting so much work done. I honestly can't wait to see the replay because it did not look winnable. When Odoamne didn't die after that initial battle.
Schalke just need to be a bit more aware about fighting on the vision.
But here we go. Gilius instantly just deleted. They want this. They're going to get a Dragon Soul going down. Abbedagge trying to turn to the
Blanc and Qiyana at this point is just like hard winning these fights because they just come in and they immediately delete someone. And the fights are so scrappy and so messy, like you are not getting to see the perfect execution that either team composition wants. It is literally just does Abbedagge or Humanoid press their buttons first or find their target first?
Ooh, Humanoid though, getting a little bit risky here, trying to go back, now going to be in trouble, forced to flash away as the redemption comes through, but meanwhile mid lane is breaking. Forgiven is... Cocoon does land, doesn't look to fall upstairs quite yet. Schalke holding on for now, but they're just stalling for the cannon minions on the side of Mad. They will break this one down. Kaiser forced to dash out of safety, but honestly, Schalke just don't really have the tools right now to kick this one off. Ooh, Abbedagge, though, once again, rinse and repeat. The worst
double kill with the Gragas barrel.
And the question is, does he need to do that at all? Humanoid, though, now running down. They see Humanoid split from the fight, though. They think this is their opportunity. Carzzy going to take a decent amount of damage. Odoamne trying to dunk down on the Shadow, but he will not find it. The Braum ult as well as the Rumble. Odoamne now running for the hills. Humanoid on the way in. Bullet time. Window of opportunities to punish when ults are down. But another tower drop.
He's lured them in. He's looking to go over the wall. Can he get it?
4K health. Gilius, his chance for redemption. The barrel over the wall. The knockups, they're not going to let him have it. Humanoid buying a bit more time, and down comes a rain of fire. Orome and the rest of Mad Lions walk away with the Baron, and they might walk away with a few kills as well. Here comes a big bullet time. Flash into melee range of an Aatrox. Now that's a play with style. Well done, Carzzy and the Mad Lions.
Oh, and in the back of that fight, Abbedagge goes in and immediately gets deleted. He tried to blow some people up, the fight got split, and now Mad Lions have finally done it. We looked at each other for about 15 minutes in that mid lane, but we're cycling through analogies. It's GTA, it's Animal Planet, it's a game of tag, but at the end of the day, it's a game of League of Legends, and Mad Lions have come out on top. Just took a little bit of decision for a long time, right?
And I love the final pick here from Vitality because it does give you some scaling options yourself. The Camille will be able to generate a lot of pressure. You're aware of what's happening top side of the map. Doing what he can to try and trade elsewhere will secure the early
want to go further. And look at the mini-map. Inspired and Vander, they find themselves swarming around Seikin. Finn's gonna go in, gets the knockup. Call of the Forge God. Hook shot comes out, and Cabo Shot's able to flash away. He gets almost sniped down. Finn with the rupture. Not gonna do it just yet. One more breath. First blood, Finn. But Skeens this time around will now be putting some pressure on the top lane. Cocoon comes out, Grand Starfall as well. Finn almost gets a kill onto Skeens. Rappel goes up and comes down. Not done just yet. Finn survives the 1v3. He manages to stay in lane, get the CS, and get the experience, as well as Inspired picking up the second Drake. That was a fantastic advantage for Larsen's Azir. Obviously, Seikin went for that engage. We'll get back to that in a moment. As the Orn Horn has been summoned, here comes Larsen. Hunt Summer throws down the railgun. Cabo Shot will get taken out.
If he's flashing onto me, I'm not safe, so I've got to get out. Speaking of not getting out...
Oh, Seikin's in trouble. Cataclysm's already gone down. Larsen is going to come in from behind. And the kill will be donated to those Sand Soldiers. Seikin was
relevant in this game.
A lot of members around the mid lane. Seikin is going to stick around just a little moment too long. Jacktron, Skeens coming forward. Cocoon goes down as well. The Glacial Fisher. Hunt Summer melts Seikin where he stands. And now the Rift Herald is going to help push down this middle lane. Shot Barrage is flying. Is this going to snipe anyone? Are we being baited? Are we being trolled? No, not going to do a whole lot. Can we get a little bit meta for a second? Like zoom out. Do you think Rogue are doing good things as a team, or just individually are outplaying what Vitality's doing to them?
They're individually outplaying them right now. Like, don't get me wrong.
Deeper understanding of how I feel about Rogue, because they're very hyped coming into the split, and Hansama uses a stopwatch to stay alive. Finn channels and completes the teleport. They're not done yet. Continuing to chase him to Seiken. He gets chunked. He gets locked down. The Bellows Breath not needed just yet. Hansama finds another. And Rogue, while that was going on, important to note that Tower did die up in the top lane there. Cabo was shoving it in, but it's a gigantic advantage, and another one falls in favor of Rogue.
Yep, certainly does. And the point that I was trying to get at earlier is...
We've had slower games today than yesterday, I feel, but definitely controlled ones.
I mean, to be fair, like 19 minutes in, Rogue are now up by 4 towers.
Like, it's clear, it's controlled, is what I'm saying. And it's not chaotic, it's...
Oh, I see, I see.
Rogue have just got absolute control of this. There's no misunderstanding it.
It's not like last game.
No. I do have quick stats you're going to appreciate, Vedius.
Hit me.
So we were praising Larson and saying he's smurfing on kids and he's playing exceptionally well. Do you know he can play a side lane at some point? And that's what we're going to look at. All right, 2-on-1 here. Aiken's going to come in. They're going to interrupt the Ornhorn. Support coming down. A lot of damage on the Seiken. Remember, all Finn has built is armor, and all Seiken and Cabo can do is physical damage. The Rupture comes out. Seiken not going to be able to find the Comet Spear. Finn continues to run for his life as he tags the Gromp. Now the Gromp is going to be helping onto Seiken. The Gromp is enlisted. The hook shot comes out. Bellows Breath not going to be enough. And finally... shots TP'd in from behind. Hextech Ultimatum not available. Jack Troll caught out and taken down. Numbers advantage evened out. Now Inspired is in trouble. He's forced to flash over the wall. Rogue have caught Vitality on the wrong side of the river, and they are not going to run away right now. Rogue are not willing to concede the pit, and instead stepping all the way forward. Cop has flash available. Used the Arcane Shift and escaped over. Very good Blast Cone. A little lucky timing on that one. And Finn, by the way, respawned, teleported in. Ocean Drake secured.
Okay, well, if we create pressure on one side of the map, obviously we can trade it for something like a Baron.
Inspired. That drops him real low. Real low. And Vitality, it interrupted the Baron.
Not available on Cabo Shot. It looks like Vitality's just going to commit to this split push.
All right, Jack Troll's a few seconds away for the quickness. Skeens getting tagged up by those Sand Soldiers. Vander's got the ultimate in the wall available. Throws down the ulti. Call of the Forge God. They want to keep the Spider outside of the pit. What goes up must come down. Skeens goes not looking at like being a challenger right now. If anyone's looking at the screen, you can join Yankos on PGL tonight, where he's going to discuss Motivation Work Improvement Team. I wonder how many people still know that meme.
I don't know. It's old, man. It's old.
It is an old one, but I'm an old guy, so...
I mean, it's true.
Well, we'll see how it works out. That's G2 versus OG, match of the week a little later. Rogue uncontested. Look at the minimap. Seiken and Cabo are trying to push. What are you guys trying to do? Your base is in shambles. Call of the Forge God is available. Rogue may just want to go for another push. Look at this. The turret is going to fall down on the Nexus. Now all 5 members of Vitality are around, but they can't do anything. They're so far behind. The Ornhorn has been summoned, and that's an easy double kill for Hansama. We'll follow up with another, as Larson is now on a killing spree. 4 quick kills. As Cabo is now left standing. They're going to take down the Nexus.
Absolutely massacres Vitality. 10 kills to 1. They did not allow them to use their early game comp at all. They outscaled them, outdrafted them. Rogue smashed Vitality in week 2.
A little early on my move, but I like it.
It's not easy.
Okay,
Wait,
okay. On mid.
When
the new GP came out, it would be barrel mechanics, and that was like a legitimate thing that we used to talk about. So on Killy's first ever game...
I hear the sirens in the background, Quick Shot. He wasn't expecting that. But here we are, the mid lane game.
All right, Nemesis does get caught out, doesn't flash quickly enough, and Trick is able to respond.
On the other side of the Gangplank ultimate and still hit the opposition.
Oh, really nicely done from Hilly. Now they just use the Hex Smash over the wall, but to his death in stats. Kills plus assists at 15. Selfmade was second best of the junglers to 7th for Trick, but he stopped.
Look for roams with his ultimate and have it available as often as possible. And we'll see how often he makes these plays happen as we see another play happen in the mid lane.
We do indeed. Tower First Blood was picked up by SK Gaming. Hilly saying, I think, predicting the flash didn't work out. Now Trick manages to arrive, throws down the threaded volley, as well as Unraveled Earth. They're not going to be able to find the CC. The Rift Herald continued to siege with the help of Crown Shot and Limit, and they attack at the inner turret as well. Follow up, but that was a big engage. Grand Starfall comes down, and now GenX is looking for the play. Hylissang uses a dredge line. The Railgun manages to pick up the kill with the help of Hilly. Now they're not done. It's a double for Hylissang's Nautilus, and now Crown Shot is in trouble. Flash is available to him, gets bopped on the head. Bowler down. The Selfmade takes out his former teammates.
And SK
Find a team fight, really. That was initiated by SK. They put themselves in that
to try and use it to break open that mid tower so they can gain a little bit more control over the map.
Let's talk a little bit about what this means for the next few minutes.
Oh, they're going to use the top. All right, that's fine, solid.
Because Fnatic, as I mentioned, they've sort of speed run the last 2 games that they have played. Win time 20:59. First Barrett 23-40 chance, I think, because it looks like Whippo is making his way around for a potential flank. Hasn't done the engage just yet. That's a massive engage from Fnatic. The Brawl will stop the Orn Horn. Limit forced to flash away, but it's Whippo that goes down. He's caught in between 5. Fnatic couldn't.
A lot of summoner spells, so it's not going to go as cleanly for them the next time around, but we see Whippo TPing back in.
All right, it is. It's so much damage on the GenX. He's starting to go low. Whippo steps forward. He's not going to be able to find a kill just yet. Knocked backwards. Finally takes one down. GenX is sent packing. The Cocoon from Selfmade is not going to be able enough damage to follow on the trick. But here comes Nemesis. The Bellows Breath over the wall, and the Knife Cat sinks in another.
Secure a tower. They're going to secure a Drake. Fnatic walk away the victors.
Is this what you were talking about on PGL when you said the crispness, the decisiveness of Fnatic? They lose one, but the moment Whippo's back, the re-engage and literally everything landing.
Yeah, and I mean, we were just talking about summoner spells, right? If you think about how much SK had to a great flash coup, but here, this is the creme de la creme from Nemesis as he flashes in, gets the knock, but we don't have time because Whippo's solo killing Sakura.
He is for now. There is support coming down from Trick, but look at the damage. What? The Ornhorn does it, seals the deal. Now that's a golden Trick once again.
He doesn't need to run.
They fancy themselves another fight. Knock back from Nemesis. SK don't want this. Glacial Fisher comes down. Whippo finally taken out. Hilly has arrived just a little late to the party, but that looked like a
definitely not an issue, and I think the Fnatic can feel way more confident in these fights. Here it comes.
Oh, another fantastic dredge line. Trick uses that hourglass you just talked about, Betty. That's a 3-man knocker from Nemesis. His Orn has been impeccable. GenX jumps into the back line, but he needs more support. Nemesis is currently holding off 4. He will finally go down to Crown Shot, and there is no reply from Fnatic. GenX got out with his life.
It was a battle of the front lines where, hook lands.
It does indeed. The shield is up though. Limit blocks a lot of damage. Reckless continues to step forward as Hilly now will get burned down. Whippo leaps in forward but is exhausted instantly. Look at that heal from the battle roar, but it's not going to be enough to pick up any kills. Nemesis flashes up 2. No ultimate. This is a very, very slow Baron thus far. Nemesis can jump into the pit, and it looks like he's going to. The Rupture has just been thrown in. That's the flash. That's the Bellows. The burn through. Reckless gets a double. He's looking at SK for more. The Baron has been illicit attack. That's a triple. Quadras on the cards. It's stolen by scumbag Selfmade, but the Baron is gift wrapped for Fnatic.
Everything we said it from Nemesis, it's gonna be the Baron for Fnatic. It's gonna be the Dragon Soul. That's right, like the damage trough that Fnatic found themselves in. And it made these fights difficult, but like what we're seeing now is like, honestly, the skill. And
Whippo's Thrill of the Hunt, less than a minute, as Vedius would say, is now going to be in a little bit of trouble. Grand Starfall comes down. This could be the final attempt. GenX is getting obliterating his HP. It's Reckless that gets another. He's unstoppable. The retreat is on the cards as Hilly goes down. Nemesis and Selfmade looking for another. Trick almost gets blown up, and he does. It's Selfmade that gets the kill secure. Inhibitor will be focused down, and this was a tense game. Back and forth. SK managing to step up in the early game, but Fnatic punishing in the mid-game. Whippo on the Knife Cat. Not going to be able to pick up the final kill as it's Reckless. 6-0 and 10. 7-0-10 to finish out the game. Fnatic will take down SK.
Game that gets decided in 5 minutes.
Is this
Big
you
Rumble.
can't
No,
pick Rumble.
no.
Is this the first time they've gotten out-drafted? And
Yes.
how much is
Why is that a touch? But it's good to see what level competitiveness Origin will put up against G2. And it feels to me, with the draft and the way the draft played out, G2 are in try-hard mode, that they're playing deadly serious. Vedius, as you can see, Mickey will find a death sentence. First blood secured onto Destiny, but now all of a sudden Origin are flanking. The overheated Alfari has just timed out. Equalizer comes down. Rift Herald is still the target. Flash forward exhaust onto Alfari. Nukeduck steps forward. Remember, he's still deathless. One more death is available. The railgun comes out. Alfari goes down. A second kill for
We're trading for something somewhere else on the map. And this is the first time we're seeing Origin not have that same level of control that they've had in the past. They're going to have to give this
sentence goes between the uprights. Nobody caught yet. Finally, Herald looks like it will go down. Destiny manages to get engaged. The Herald is dropped as the flay goes backwards. Upset Nukeduck now falling back. Nukeduck gets caught up by the ethereal chains. He gets turned on, collapsed on. This might be the first death of Nukeduck in 2020. It's the second time in a row that OG's sort of fishing, trying to set something up.
Yeah,
and G2
just this is quite uncharacteristic. Over the top side of the map means that G2 is not going to be able to respond in time. But because G2 do have the Herald and Destiny is going to die,
ouchies.
G2 can now use this, the same performance that he's had so far in this split. But of course, he is going up against arguably the best support in Europe.
Definitely the case, and Nukeduck is under so much pressure. The rest of Origin arrive very, very late. Nukeduck's stolen ultimate, gets fired down, and now G2 are on the retreat. Xerxes gets the knock-up once again. The equalizer burns through so many members of G2 Esports. Caps gets saved by the Wish once again. That was really nicely done from Wonder, who's teleported into the back line. Gets bitten in the face by Xerxes Rek'Sai. Perks comes over the wall, throws out the signal of Malice, and it is full of Malice. As Upset will concede his first death. No, he won't. He manages to pick up a kill. He's on the way back. Perks is hunting
Perks
and
wants
running.
it.
He wants to make it happen. The feathers fly, and Upset is still not yet done. Calls the feathers back! Upset, you beauty!
Look at the smile on Perks' face. He knows, but can Upset get out of this one?
Oh, I don't think so. It's a 2v1, and he's used everything. G2
Trying to disengage and overall being very obnoxious.
Such great heads-up play from Upset to position. 4-0-4 as it stands. Now Nukeduck is jumping onto Wonder. Jankos is waiting nearby, and here comes Alfari. Equalizer comes down, that's a decent engage. Morella Namikon is going to help out against Wonder's heal. Wish is still available to him, it has now been used. 4 members of Origin go in, they get 1 kill, turn their attention to Wonder, who's throwing out the silence, trying to find a route. He goes down. It's Nukeduck that finds another.
Needed kills onto G2 Esports, but looks like they're only going to be able to trade it for 1 tower, as G2 is just gaining so much more control over the rest of the map.
3 towers to 1, 3,000 gold lead, and 2 dragons in favor of G2. Origin, they can turtle now, when you think about it. All right, bounce back to the distortion. I missed that one live.
Perks literally looked at G2 once again, utilizing pressure very well, showcasing the sustain from Caps. But Perks is level 16, he's looking for the flank. Keep your eyes on Perks.
Oh, Destiny got caught up by the death sentence. That means the engage tool is reduced. Equalizer is up and available. Alfari stepping forward. He has thrown it down inside the pit. Manages to not take out anybody just yet. Nukeduck escaping with his life. The exhaust reduces his damage. Now Perks is flanking on the backside. Destiny manages to predict it, gets the knockup, but he goes down. Perks still gets a kill as Nukeduck forces Perks' clone away for now. OG, it looked so good at the start, and Caps will be hunting down Nukeduck, who will get the kill. Jankos will manage to step forward. It's Perks who does it for
that pressure, you know, and how when he goes invisible, you don't know what you're supposed to do. Perks is just doing that. Ooh. And now he's dead. Right, so that's what he was trying to do again, but this time round, he didn't have his flash available, and he ends up getting punished for it. So a little too much confidence coming out from Perks there. Now G2.
Oh, they're going to push all the way forward. Wonder's going to get burned down. No Wish available to him. Xerxes kills Jankos. G2 overextend, maybe a little over-aggressive. Perks goes down first, Jankos after they still don't get the Baron. The fight's not done. Equalizer's back up for Alfari. He drops it on G2's heads, starts to burn them down. Wish is a few seconds away, so here comes Upset. Nukeduck is coming in from behind. Origin are right back in the match of the week. They turn their attention onto Caps and to Wonder. They're not done yet. And do they feel brave enough to go for Baron?
They definitely should.
More accurately, G2 put themselves in a position where they could get collapsed on Perks and Mickey stepped all the way forward. And now OG even up the gold. They have Baron on 5 of their members. And they escape with their lives.
G2, the heal comes out, and he's able to disengage. Ooh, now we see the chase coming in from Origin.
Oh,
whoa!
Where did that burst come from?
What?
I couldn't even see the animation, and Alfari is blown up where he stands. Destiny gets kicked backwards by Jankos' Lee Sin, and despite the feathers flying,
just shuts down Alfari. The rumble disappeared, man! Like, I was not expecting that damage to come out. Of course, the death cap is now completed. G2 are going to convert this into the Dragon. So, I mean, yeah, for sure. But like, what a chaotic game we've been seeing. You know, Origin have really been on the back foot, mostly proc each other, and then the E procs the final proc. So that was more than enough damage to get the kill. Now Origin, of course, do still get something back. The Baron buff, Hook lands.
Their sentence comes out, no further engage though, because it's only Wonder and Caps that are nearby. 2 quick towers picked up by Origin. They haven't yet conceded this game. But as long as Perks can keep doing that, then G2 can just continue to siege. The tower is being chipped away from, and Nukeduck steps forward. Xerxes below half health. He gets away from the chains. Upset is in trouble. He's forced to use the ulti, forced to flash, goes golden, but Destiny's dead. Upset's caught behind enemy lines. It's 2 more kills to G2 go for the win right now. They can take out the inhibitor, and they've got some minions to play with.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not bend the knee, you have to now, because the king has come to reclaim his kingdom. Perks on LeBlanc has dominated this game, and G2 are looking to dominate Origin.
They're gonna pick up a few more kills under the turret. 6, 1, and 9 for Caps. 6, 2, and 8 for Perks on his LeBlanc. They're gonna wait for some more minions to come in. It has been a mostly clean game. One play around that Baron, but you've got to give credit to how G2 have, played the majority of the game.
I mean, for sure. Like, for the majority of this, it was G2's control. They played this extremely well, and like, you get to see what a great late game LeBlanc player looks like, and it's good to see that Perks hasn't lost his stuff because he's been so instrumental in a lot of these late game fights. Origin is respawning. Trevor, I think we're about to see the final team fight of the game. Let's see if Origin can still hold out onto Hope.
I got a better question. Let's see how many G2 want to hunt.
Big ult.
There's the engage from the quickness as well as the equalizer. Wish is not available. And Alfari's already used that ulti. As silence goes down to Nukeduck, he simply cannot get involved. That's going to be a dead Xerxes. He tried to use the ulti, and Nukeduck is just forced away. The amount of CC from the Soraka is so frustrating to deal with. Death Sentence catches one more on Alfari, and exactly as expected, G2 are looking to style on OG and send a statement. Undefeated 4-0. The undisputable best team in Europe remains unchallenged in 2020.
The standings. Perks already talked about it a little bit, saying how, well, Fnatic is quite a strong team. Rogue is always in your mind, Jankos. Who do you think could have the biggest potential to challenge G2 in spring?
Well, I mean, definitely for now, I have to say Fnatic, because with the addition of Selfmade, I feel like they are a very strong team, very dangerous team.
What's different about them with Selfmade?
I mean, I guess Nemesis likes Selfmade more than Broxa. That's the main difference. So they probably just play together better because they communicate, maybe. Maybe they didn't talk